Hey there. Hello. Welcome to the first episode of
Tamara,
and Tamara,
the perfect pair.
a show about food and drink pairing.
Yes,
Let's go. We're in a beautiful kitchen
we are.
in a real home. And Tamara today is going to lend her expertise in the mixology world.
Yes, I am. And these are the liqueurs. We're going to be working with Chambord today and Frangelico. It's a simple drink, but simple as in easy, quick, but the flavor is amazing. Yes, it's really good. And Tamara's going to tell you what meal we're going to pair this with.
Yes, I am. So what we're going to do is some asparagus, because it's perfect with the bechamel. Do salmon with Tart. Yes, we're going to air fry it. So here I've got my salmon already portioned off. Line the bottom with parchment paper so it's easy clean. I'm also going to prepare my asparagus here. You can just snap it, and where it breaks is where the tough fibers meet the soft fibers. These are already washed, so I'm going to set them aside because they are going to go into the air fryer and cook right alongside the salmon, but we're going to meet them halfway. We're not going to put them in for the full time that we're cooking the salmon.
How long are we cooking the salmon for?
We're going to be cooking this salmon, which is again 5 pieces, for about 12 minutes. We're going to go straight into the air fryer, 400 for 12 minutes. So in these 12 minutes that it cooks, we're going to allow it an extra 2 minutes to rest so it gets nice and tender. And then in the meanwhile, Tamara's going to make our drinks, and then we'll go back to our sauce after that.
Sounds like a plan to me.
So let's season this bad boy really quick and then pop it in the air fryer. We're going to use some cayenne. We're going to use tahini today, the best seasoning that Tamara just introduced to me. Wait for it. Are you ready? You think they're ready?
I don't think they're ready, but what the hell?
She's nicer than me. Do you see that? Ta-da! It's a dry seasoning. Frank's Red Hot.
Shake it in the camera.
We put that on everything.
Right, we put that ish on everything.
That's right, because we're doing the nephew version, right? And then, of course, some nice mineral salt, Himalayan salt. It's gonna with some after that, because we want to keep it, you know. So we're just gonna go in here. So what we're doing here. Look at that orange color. You see that? Would you mind?
Sure.
Thank you, because I got that. Now the best part about this is you can, the way I season is you can just do each person's individually. So if you're like me and Tamara and you like it really spicy, then you can do
Good
that.
idea, because you know some folks don't like too spicy.
We're not gonna name
That
names.
ain't us.
We're not gonna name names.
Okay.
She's nicer than me. I'll be naming names. I have a roll call.
You be naming names.
The last two is
that
going to be
color.
our salt, which we'll do last. So I'll take that glove off, and then a little bit of the tahini.
Wow.
So watch this. Watch how little I do this. Watch just a half a little. That's it. We're done. Our final. And that's it. That's it.
Look at that glistening. Ooh, it smells so good. It smells good already.
That's it. Shiny, beautiful.
Okay, so we're just gonna stick it in a drawer like we always do. We're gonna go to 400 and we're gonna bring that down to 12 minutes. Here's my asparagus I've already prepped. Just put a little bit of salt and some avocado oil on top. That's gonna go in about 5 minutes out.
We're celebrating every step of life along the way. So we just got the fish in the air fryer. That's our first celebration.
Yes.
Ding, ding. Now I'm gonna step back and let Tamara do her thing.
All right now, let me take a sip first. Okay, we have to announce the dogs because whenever we start filming, they start barking, running, drinking water, whatever they can do.
We have some beautiful dogs at our feet.
Beyonce,
We got a Beyonce. We got a Pretty Ricky.
Pretty Ricky, and we have a Bling Bling Diamond.
So now Tamara's gonna make the drink while the fish is cooking.
Yeah, I'm gonna make the drink, and we are making nuts and strawberries. But I'm also going to do a twist on the drink, which is something that I came up with. And with our paired ingredient, which is the oats beverage, oat milk. And the drink tonight's gonna be nuts and berries, but I have a twist, I have a little surprise. We're gonna actually do the rim garnish with dried raspberries to give it that tart taste, which is really yummy. I can't wait. And then we're actually gonna top it off with strawberries, freeze dried also. Really great little hack to use. Okay, so let's get started. We're gonna do it two ways. We're gonna do it with ice on the rocks with our lowball martini glass, and then we're gonna do it straight up, which I happen to prefer. All right, let's get started. So what we're gonna do is take the milk.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring, absolutely. You can do this with almond milk too, but oat milk is my milk of choice right now. You can also use almond milk. That in there, maybe I would say 3 ounces, 2.5 to 3 ounces. Then we're gonna add some chambord, which is a raspberry liqueur. Can you see that?
How do you say it?
Chambord. Chambord. I'm sure in France they say it different, but we're in America, hey, so we call it chambord here.
I never knew how to say it.
It's a raspberry liqueur.
I say that.
Very yummy. Very yummy. And this is a good liqueur to have because you can use this to make quite a few drinks. You know, sometimes you have these liqueurs, you can only make one drink, so you kind of feel like you're not getting your money's worth because the drink, it just sits there.
Yes. For 20 years.
Yeah, for 20 years. There's several drinks that are really popular that I'll show you.
So you're saying like our children won't inherit this bottle?
No, they won't inherit it. Okay. Not this one. We're going to use about 1 ounce of the chambord, which I've already poured in. Then we're going to add the frangelico. This is frangelico we're going to add. This is a hazelnut flavor, very nutty liqueur, which is really good. And you're going to do equal parts chambord and frangelico. All right, which is about 1.5 ounces or so. It's like a heavy ounce.
That's a heavy half.
Alrighty, and that's it. Just 3 ingredients. Can you believe that? 3 ingredients. Again, frangelico, oat milk, and chambord.
Wait a minute, I could do that.
Yeah.
Because here's something you guys should know. I'm a terrible cocktail mixologist thingy.
A little bit. Shake it, shake it, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty.
Does that count?
All right. Now, I'm going to lace the rim, trim the rim, however you call it. I have a little hack for you. Okay, so I just took a paper towel, I wet it, and you're going to wipe the rim. Tamara. Wipe the rim like so. And then you're going to take and just dip your glass upside down, swish it back and forth, kind of like a margarita. Let's hope. And then we're going to, we want it on laid on thick. Then you just get your fingers and make your fingers do the work. And how that works out.
Oh, that's awesome.
To die for, and it tastes so yummy. All right, so I'm gonna do the straight up version. That's so pretty. There we go. Just pour that in. Sexy, sexy. All right, and we're gonna do one on the rocks. We'll do it without the sugar. So we're gonna do the nuts and berry, and this is, by the way, I call this the Pop-Tart. Because it tastes like a Pop-Tart.
It really does, you guys.
Yes, it tastes like a Pop-Tart.
The raspberry tartness plays so well with the sweetness from this drink. It really does taste like a Pop-Tart. I don't know how she did it.
It's like a Pop-Tart. All right, so then what we're gonna do is we're gonna top off the nuts and berries with a couple of dried strawberries. And let that sit there. And I'll throw it in this one for good measure. A couple. There we go. There, clear that out of the way. And you have your 2. There you go. Ta-da! That is the Pop-Tart, and this is the nuts and berries. And our shared ingredient is the oat milk. Oat milk. All right. There you go, Tamara. And cheers. Cheers.
Oh, wow.
Really good. Makes you do that.
How did she do that? Sprinkly.
Really good.
She's like professional at this thing. I can't do it.
Yes. Trust me. Make this drink, the Pop-Tart, and you'll be doing this
Oh,
too. It does make you go.
It really does make it go. Oh my God. It's insanely
really good.
delicious. I don't even drink. Y'all know that. I do not drink.
She does it. I don't really drink either. I'm just doing this for the show.
Well, let's say the show's a go.
Oh, I made a mess. Shows a go. Can't wait to have that paired dish.
I gotta go back to the kitchen now?
Yeah. Hello, we're still in the kitchen actually.
All right, I guess
I
we'll
know
go back.
she doesn't drink. She forgot where she was that quick. Lightweight.
Like, whoa.
She's a lightweight.
She uppercut me with this one, I'm telling you. Right? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw the asparagus in. So let's go do that.
Okay, so now it's time for the asparagus. We're gonna put that in with the last 3 minutes remaining. Easy. Okay, so here we are with our thick bechamel. I had added half of the portion of milk, and we're going to reconstitute it now with the second half of our milk, which is 2 cups, by the way. When you reheat bechamel, the most important thing is that you go low and slow. So we're gonna have it on simmer. You wanna keep this stirring, and as you can see, it's getting hot, but it's still clumpy from earlier because we have not strained it yet. We'll do that here. Now I'm gonna add my milk, which is warm, little bits at a time, because I have to have full control of this situation. And you just gotta be patient and kind. However, we have 1 minute left on the air fryer for cooking and 2 minutes to rest. So a total of 3 minutes that we have that we want to finish up this sauce. Of course, Tamara already made us that wonderful drink. So we're in great shape, guys. This slow and low is the way to go. See what's happening there? And we've got about 2 more portions of milk to combine. And remember, it's already fully flavored because we made it nice and robust earlier so that when we got to this point, we didn't have to re-season it. And here goes our last little bit of that oat milk. Okay, so now I'm gonna kick it up a little bit more to a medium flame. Let it reduce just for a minute or 2. We're ready to strain this. Let's just pour it through. And you see it at the bottom there? How beautifully silky, how smooth it is. And here you're just gonna kind of wobble that around a little bit. You see this? Look at what's happened there. It's beautiful, it's silky, it's ready to go. We're just gonna strain the rest of it really quickly. And there you have. Okay, and this is the silky deliciousness that you get when it's done. Just lay a few of those down until it's, and then you plate it. Like so. Just like that, and then let's grab one more asparagus to go over the top there. Like so, and it's sauce time.
Ooh, wow, beautiful. It looks airy and buttery and silky at the same time. Wow. You can go to a Mornay sauce. Ooh. And you could do your, of course, mac and cheese like we talked about. But this is as classic French as it gets. Finish it with some fresh herbs if you'd like. I'm a saucy kind of gal.
And this is what we have going on behind the scenes. Nothing to see here. Look at the sitting though.
That's baby Beyonce.
And that's pretty Ricky.
And that's Diamond.
We have a nuts and berries, and we have the Pop-Tart. And then here, Tamara, what do we have down here? Ooh, Bachamel sauce. Bachamel. So, yeah, I'll be all right. All right. I got it, back. And Tamara, how is it? This feast. Oh my freaking gosh. Wow, I love doing cooking shows. This drink, because this is amazing. This drink pairs really nicely with this sauce and this fish. It's delicious. Wow, the fish really goes good with this sauce. And hold on, because I got some heat coming from the salmon because we used that Frank's Red Hot, right?
Yes, we did.
So now I need something to cool it down. That's where this drink comes in.
It's really good. Wow.
It's a party in my mouth.
Wow, and this sauce is to die for. I almost want to lick off fingers. This is amazing. I guess we're just gonna go ahead and knock this all out while we're filming.
We can stop filming anytime we get ready.
Listen, I'm Tamara,
And I'm Tamara.
and we're the perfect pair. Tune in next week. We'll do this again. Bye.
I'm speechless.